Alright now.
Welcome back to our channel. Tonight we are making oxtails. This is my first time, so please don't judge. I already know off rip I was missing some things and I can't go back and fix it. It's already been done. But stay tuned for the next video. I do make oxtails. Like and subscribe. Let us know if you want to see a couple mukbangs. But yep, anyways, we are pulling everything out the bag, getting all my stuff together. So first, obviously you want to make sure your meat is clean and washed. I did a few rinses with just some water, and then I pulled out my salt and apple cider vinegar. After a few washes of getting that blood out, I just let it sit in that apple cider and some salt. And this is what it's looking like. I let it sit there for like probably 10 minutes, let it soak, right? By the way, I also forgot, like I said, this is my first time. So a lot of people I've seen a lot of people say they cut the fat off when it's frozen. I picked these bad boys up and threw them right in the fridge because I already knew I was gonna make them for my husband. But anyways, you wanna start preparing the sides that's gonna go in a crock pot along with it. Get my potatoes peeled and cut. Yep. Mind you, you can't have anything. You gotta have the potatoes and the carrots for me in a crock pot. You just guys to. Like, come on now. Obviously, you want to make sure them potatoes is rinsed before you start cutting. But, yep. We ain't here to make any perfect cuts. As you can see, I'm going through it and rushing because at the end of the day, everything gonna get ate to me. I'm not here to be perfect, y'all. I just started cooking like when I met my husband, so, yeah. Go easy on me. And throw those bad boys right in the crock pot. Get them ready to go. Like I said, I know I was missing a few seasonings, but on to the seasoning anyways. Hit it with some Creole seasoning. Yup. Get that crushed red pepper. I should have added more in those, but I be making things too spicy. But next I had hit it with the ginger, and let me tell you, the ginger done got me. I don't know if you can tell. If you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned, period. But you want to go ahead and grab your garlic and your onion. Sprinkle some of that in there. Mind you, I was having a complicated time. I should have made sure this was already open, but yeah. And then I went in with some chili powder, just throwing everything in there. Some paprika. Mind you, forgive me, I had grabbed this salad seasoning right here, and I wasn't even supposed to grab it. Look, I'm just like, I thought this was something else, but anyways, moving along. I had grabbed some thyme, some sazon, and some celery seeds. I think it's celery seeds or celery pieces. Anyways, something celery. But yeah, I went ahead and started dumping all that in there. Used the sazon last. Yep. You know, and then you know, start mixing. You could use gloves, you could use a utensil. Me, I don't know it's seasoning unless I use my hands, but I'm in the kitchen doing whatever, so my hands is always clean, period. So you want to make sure everything rubbed in there right. You know, I had to smell it because, you know, you will smell it if it's seasoned or not, but yeah. And then I went ahead and started wrapping it, let it marinate for an hour and a half. Let them seasonings get in there. With that being said, we're moving on to cutting up some more sides. Cotton board, some sweet peppers. I was thinking about using all of them, but I'm like, let me save some. So I grabbed one red, one yellow, one orange. Boom. Rinse off your peppers always, because you never know what's on them things and what's in them. You hears me? But yep. Chop, cut the ends off. Right? And then don't judge me how I cut things, okay? If your fingers ain't cut, don't worry about mine, because mind you, I never ever cut my fingers when it comes to cutting things. I cut my fingers when like I go to grab a knife and I didn't know that sharp part was sticking out. But yeah, cut off the end, chop, cut in half, and then I go down the line and then I split those pieces in half again. Get them real small. Now, what's next for sides? What goes along with potatoes? Carrots, duh. So I grabbed these baby carrots right here. Use my knife for everything. Swoop. Pull out a nice amount of those. And then we're gonna start cutting, dicing, throw them right around in the crock pot. I went ahead and threw my peppers along in there with the meats. You want to mix that up. Want them peppers seasoning with the meat, all that. And then, like I said, I threw the carrots in there with the potatoes. On to the next. Get yourself a nice hot pan and some olive oil, right? And then this is my browning process. I grabbed some brown sugar. Mix that in there with the oil. I'm gonna put a nice amount and let that simmer, let that sugar cook down. Like I said, this was my first time, okay? So you want to make sure your sugar broke down a little bit more than this. but like I said, I wasn't trying to sit in the prepping process too long. Mind you, my husband told me you should have started yesterday, but you know, me being hard-headed. Anyway, if your pan ain't sizzling, it's not hot, I went ahead and threw in some crushed red pepper, some thyme, and just a little bit more seasonings in there with that, right? Break it down. You want your sugar looking a little bit liquidy just to stick on there, right? And then I went ahead and did a light coat of flour on my oxtails. Yup. Let all that stick on there. Like I said, if your pan ain't sizzling, it's not hot enough. So as you can hear, yup. Throw those in there. Let that brown sugar brown on. Like I said, you know, we new to this YouTube thing. Don't judge how I'm doing my voiceover. Like I said, this is my first time, so making oxtails. I went ahead and threw the rest of that on there. Like I said, that's been seasoning. You don't want to waste nothing. Come on now. You know, let that sit until all of them are getting all brown and crusted in that brown sugar flavor. Mind you, I'm just testing my pot, making sure it's hot. Make sure it's getting hot, right? But like, share, subscribe, comment down below what seasonings you feel like I should have used, just so I can use them for next time. Comment my process, whatever. Constructive can I talk? Constructive criticism is always good. I will take it. Like I said, don't be shy in them comments. But yep, letting that brown and cook. But yep, you want to make sure they getting brown and flip it over. Like I said, don't judge. I could have flipped them better, but you know, we here now. I can't fix the past. But I also forgot to include the crock pot process. So I'm gonna just say that right now. I had threw them in the crock pot after browning them. I put it on a high for about 2 hours, and then after 2 hours, I left it on low for about 7.5 hours, so probably like 9 hours total. Oxtails take a really long time to cook, and it was my dumb fault for saying or assuming that I could get them done under 9 hours. But anyways, we're on to the cornbread, because I said the crock pot process didn't get in there. You don't oil your pan. Mind you, I don't know if you peeped, I had 2 boxes, and that bowl is not gonna do. But you want to preheat your oven 400 for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how your oven works. So like I said, this was a huge mistake grabbing this small bowl. I don't know what I was thinking. I feel like in the past I've used smaller bowls, but yeah, it wasn't gonna do. I was tired at this point, as you can see my face. But yeah, girl, super concentrated. Get that mix in there. Added a tad bit of baking powder. You want that stuff to rise nicely.
Yeah.
You got your measuring cup. Pour in the milk. We use whole milk around here. Almond milk's good too, but yeah. And add a little bit of brown sugar. Don't want to show cornbread all bland. I know I don't. And I'll go ahead and crack 2 eggs in there.
Yeah.
Now you want to get the mixing process. Y'all mix. Yep. That egg ain't beat, you ain't mix it right. my husband in the background all hungry. Mind you, it's not even dinner time yet, but he's like, what you doing? I'm like, yep, I'm recording, trying to finish recording. Mind you, cooking and recording is not easy for me. So like, yeah, like I said, don't judge me. And this is the part where I realized, oh, this bowl is too small. I'm gonna make a mess. So I'm like, yeah, let me go grab another bowl. So I did. I grabbed this bowl right here, and I'm gonna finish my mixing process. I added a bit more brown sugar, and for the ones asking, no, my cornbread wasn't too sweet. Okay, cornbread stayed good. Don't play me. So I went ahead and switched bowls, transferred everything that was in there. And y'all, I'm gonna block out my face because y'all would not believe the concentration of how I was mixing this cornbread. It's ridiculous, but I take everything I do too serious. So yeah, you want to mix that good and make sure every chunk is broken down. Rice, and here is the oxtails going right.